So this is how I made my promo for a local running company, and it's an infinite loop promo. And all that means is that if I was to take this entire project here and paste it on the end, you will see that as this one ends, it automatically continues into the next one. And all that means is that obviously if it was in a shorts or whatever that where they restart, you wouldn't notice that it restarted until it was already into the next thing. It just naturally flows through this moment. So let's talk about how I did that. It's not very difficult, and then obviously some of the footage that I used anyway. So first off, my little setup here, I've got the all of my video files right here, and all of this was filmed with the Pocket 3. It was a mix between 4K 60, 4K 120, and then 3K 60. You can see with this footage right here that we've got the square aspect ratio. So that's going to be 3K 60. Now I'm working in a 1080p 23.98 timeline. Obviously, I could up that timeline. It's just what I tend to work in. So if I was working for a company that was going to be producing this at a higher level in a different area or something like that, maybe since these are just going on shorts, I'm just kind of showing what I can do. And so we've got just different footage that I filmed while I was there. Basic shots, push-ins, pull-outs, rotations. The nice thing about the Pocket 3 is you can pretty easily get some good panoramic movement. Just a couple of quick shots. And then, like for instance, with this one, I did a quick pull out. It wraps around this entire thing, and then it goes back in. Now, this is not part of my actual promo that I made, but I'll use that footage for other stuff. This did make it into the promo, and this also did. I really love how it does these spinning shots, and you can see right here just how I'm getting the camera set up, and then I just pull out, and it does the spinning rotation, and you can kind of work with that a couple of times however you like. So once you've got the shots picked out that you like, and obviously I only have 15 minutes of footage here, but I'm gonna be able to make tons of content out of this. So it's an easy way to just go to local stores and offer some free stuff, or maybe just offer to do maybe one just promo or whatever and let them see what you can do. And then obviously hopefully go to some sort of maybe retainer or something after that. So the next thing that I did is I went on Instagram or YouTube, it doesn't really matter. Go to one of the local places where you're going to post it. Look for a song that you want to use, and then screen record that song with your phone. That's what I did. I just screen record the song playing a few times, and then I take that audio, I bring it into Final Cut, I clip it where I need to, and that way I know that once I go to post this whole clip, all of my audio stuff is going to match up with what I've edited to, because I want the beats to hit with the cuts as it's going through. And if you don't know a lot about editing, maybe you're new to this, obviously on YouTube, there's a whole range of people. But if you are a newbie, one thing that's really important is to make sure that you are doing the cuts or the transitions on the beat of the song. And part of that can come from just looking at the music as it's down here. You can kind of see where the beats are coming, but also obviously listening to it over and over again. Typically, if you think about it, we see things before we hear them. Most of us are listening to these videos when we're watching them with AirPods or Bluetooth headphones. And so the sound is going to be slightly delayed, which means if you have the cut or the transition happen just after the sound, it's going to come across closer to matching. Obviously, if you're using wired headphones, and that's not going to make as much of a difference, but it is something worth noting. So once I had this whole video edited and I was happy with what I was going to end with and start with, all I did was I added a transition here. And this is from, I have all of these transitions. I'll show you these really quickly. I got them from, I think, Pixel Film Studios for the Mac, but they have other options as well. And these are just a ton of different transitions packs that I've bought that you can use. And all I did was I put one at the end of this final clip and then I added my beginning clip over here. So I'm going to duplicate this just so I don't mess myself up really quickly. Just call this promo 1. And all I did was I went over here and I grabbed my very first clip of exactly what I was going to be using. So I copy this, and then I come to the end right here. I can go ahead and delete this just so I can show you what's happening. And I pasted this clip right here. All right. So this is the clip that I'm working with. Then all I do is drag out a little bit of it, so it's going to mess or interact with that transition. And then I'm going to delete this. So now what I've got is the original starting clip. And all I'm going to do is drag however much I want down this area. Obviously, it matters based on where you want this clip to start. But let's say that I wanted the clip to start maybe like, well, this is where I want it. So I'm going to go ahead and actually delete right there. And then I can just literally drag this whole thing back to the beginning. All right. And once I'm back at the beginning, all I do is I'm going to move my audio off of this clip so I can delete this one and then drag this clip here. And now what'll happen is if I copy and paste this, you're going to see it happen. If I place this right here, it will be a completely seamless transition from one clip to the next. So really simple to do, hyper effective, especially in this new social media market and stuff with the shorts and everything, because when the clip automatically starts over without you realizing it, it feels like a magic moment. That little moment in between just feels really good. So I've been really happy with this. I'm going to go ahead and play this clip one more time just so you can see the editing that I did. If you're interested in editing and stuff like this, just follow along for the channel. I don't have necessarily any plans to teach more of this kind of stuff at this point, but I am trying to help people make the better buy. And so I wanted to show you how I used and am going to use the Pocket 3 to go out and film stuff for local brands and companies and stuff like that. And then this was just, a quick edit. I didn't do any color grading. I did a little bit of time ramping. Like if I show you the timing on some of this, that's sped up, that's normal. That's actually reversed. I reversed this clip. This clip right here is normal. I think it was one of these somewhere, maybe like right here, where I did some extra stuff. Oh, no, it was this one. In this one, I did like some variation timing stuff where it's like a little ramp and then a faster ramp and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do here. I think there might have been a little bit of ramping with maybe this one. Yeah, a little bit of ramping there as it spins. But overall, like, just some quick edits that I made to show as a demo. Obviously, you could do some color grading if you wanted to. You could do some color correction if you wanted to, depending on what you were filming. I filmed this all in the normal profile and then just made it. So here you go. This is what the clip looks and sounds like.
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight. It didn't. In it for the long haul flight. Committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite. I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite. They timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight. I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look, wait. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it.
And then obviously it restarts. And one thing to note, if you are a beginner, just a couple of quick tips here. When you are making transitions, make sure they go in the motion of the next clip. So like this transition right here wipes across. I don't know if you can really see it, but it does. If I show like this, it wipes across to the left, and I already had the next clip moving to the right so that it naturally flows there. Same thing with my ups, like this one moves up into the next one. And you can kind of see that if I just move this slowly, you'll see the fade jumps up, which matches the transition here. So just a couple of quick things to think about as you're working on your own videos. But I hope that this was helpful. If you like this, please like this video, give it a thumbs up. I want to help as many people as I can learn and grow in all of this stuff. And since I'm doing tech reviews and tech stuff, I figured this would be helpful. All right, this was also all recorded on the DJI Mic 2 using internal recording and the active noise canceling, the intelligent noise canceling. So hope that this worked out well, and that's it. All right, now I got to edit this video in Final Cut, which is kind of like a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's Inception.